DeeSims here and welcome back to the channel, and today I bring to you the converted storefront home, and I am so freaking excited about this build because I did it on a whim, and those are very rare. Builds on a whim is very rare. But I tweeted on Twitter that I was in a building mood, and I asked everyone for suggestions, and I kind of tried to put everything into one, but not really. Um, Someone wanted like a modern contemporary home, and then someone else wanted a family home, and then another person said a bar. I mean, I really didn't go for the bar type at all, but yeah. It was just, sorry if you can hear my phone. It was vibrating. um, I really didn't go for the bar, but definitely for the home type. I just did a nightclub and a bar previously, so I'm taking a little rest from community lots. I really don't do community lots as often as I guess other builders would because they're not really my thing. I really focus on homes and apartments and things like that. But I do them, but they're very, very rare. So, to this home, as you can tell, I restarted a couple of times. Actually, there's a lot of things that change off camera in this home, so I always list my struggles. Struggles was definitely the layout for the interior, and that's because I didn't know I was going to do a converted store front until I started going through windows and doors, which I'm doing right now, and then I tried to put other things into it. So I really tried to focus on the outside of how the outside looked and then just work with what I have when I got inside. And it was a struggle at first, but after I did a little bit of research on like some like traditional looking storefronts or like just like how a traditional H&M would be and like the big windows and things like that. So basically, the story for this house is that it was an old time, old fashioned, like family department store, and it was converted into a home. And these Sims spent almost $175,000 to convert this back to a home, and I love how it turned out. I hope you guys really enjoy it. It was fun because it was on a whim, and then after I realized what I was trying to do, it became more interesting. So like inside, I tried to keep some store elements. Quote, I'm doing air quotes, like store elements. Like I used some half walls to do like a step design, which we'll see when we get inside. And then the windows really make the house. It really shows the story, tells the story. The colors on the outside change off camera. So these colors that you'll see are not finalized at all because I could not decide. And I never walk away from a build unless like I'm like doing something or going somewhere. But it got really late into the night when I was doing this, and it was the first time I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have to come back. And I came back, and I felt like that really helped. It really is good to step back when you're struggling a little bit. And come back to a build, you're like, okay, now you can process things better. But definitely took me a while, and you'll see me go through doors and windows. I think I cut a lot of it out because it took me so freaking long, and I just hit my mic. It just took me so long to get those things out, like just to come up with a matching set. Like I know Sims try, the creators, they try to give us the same colors, but I think it's really hard trying to do modern pieces without black full length single glass windows. Like the window frames are all white or brown, or, like there's no black, so it just turns, like if you're ever just trying to use that for one thing, it just turns your house completely modern when it's like these tall white panel windows. It's really, really annoying. And it kind of happened when I was doing the previous build, the modern beach home for my Shot at Love LP. It's just like the house was supposed to be beachy, so everything was supposed to be like white or whatever. It was just really difficult. I've noticed that lately building that's something that's really starting to bother me. Just not having enough like black modern looking windows like the window frames. It's just annoying. I don't know. I feel like we're well into what, 2 years of Sims 4, and there's so many simple things that can be added to the game. And I'm not gonna even go into what should be added to the game because, whoo, that's a whole nother subject. Um, but that definitely was my struggle. So, in the back we have like this. I tried to go for this industrial type. Like I tweeted out, I'm trying to go industrial. I tried that with the outside and the gate, and I don't think I kept it. I never keep industrial when I try. It's just because everything turns out looking like an urban street home, and I've done one of those, and I don't want to basically 2.0 anything when I'm trying to do something new. But that's what it turned out looking. It turned out looking like I did like a modern garden home or something on the gallery, and it was just really similar. So I changed up colors a lot. Really love the addition of the rose petal pool. So a lot of this house is black and white, which was I loved it. I loved it so much. And I really tried to keep some of those store quote unquote elements. And we converted like what would have been maybe like like just a regular seating area for like when people are shopping into like more of a backyard. We have I kept the tiles. So they're like white bathroom tiles on the floor, which can be really, really dangerous with the pool. But hey, we're Sims. We're not going to fall. So just don't get tile around your pool or surrounding your entire pool ever, in life. So you don't slip and die. Just a little reminder. But we changed that out, the little skylight thing. We put in the dance floor from Get Together, which I freaking love. But that's all off screen. You see, though, that's the final layout. The windows, the lights on the windows, it just looks really commercial on the outside, and I like that. Like it looks like an old timey storefront. And then those are my favorite. Between that and the bed, I did something with the bed that I freaking love. Those half walls made into like a little step pattern going downward. I love that. I feel like that would totally be in a store. And this part of the build was last night, and I think after I have like this burst of realization of what exactly I want things to look like, and then it was so much better. But yes, guys, I had so much fun. I want to talk to you guys. I wish you guys were here. I need to start streaming. Do you guys think I should stream, like live stream? Because it's so many times when I'm recording these videos, I'm just like, I wish I could hear what they're saying. I wish I know if they were agreeing with me or they disagree with me. Like, ah, I really do. Just wish you guys were here. Um, guys, I don't know. I've fallen in love. I'm in love, guys. I've fallen in love with The Sims and this YouTube channel and the Sims community on Twitter. Even though lately, like if you've been following me, not lately, but yesterday, if you followed me yesterday, there was some outbursts, and we all know that Dee does not have time. We all know that. We all know I don't have patience. We all know if someone tries me that I'm going to say something. We all know I have a mouth. This is nothing new. So when someone tries to come for you on Twitter, you have to stand your ground. And it was kind of like the Twitter outbreak 2.0, same girl, same situation. And I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it because honestly, like, she doesn't deserve the time of day. But if you're wondering why my Twitter was a little raunchy, that's why. Homegirl tried it, and I just couldn't. I don't have patience. I don't have time. Like, ooh, I don't have time. But anyway, guys, I think I don't know what else to talk about because you guys aren't here. It's really hard. So I think I'm just gonna find some beautiful music and just gonna put that behind it. But we are on the living room, which changed so much. This living room changed. You know what, guys? No, I'm gonna talk to you guys because I was like, okay, I don't have nothing to say, but I'm gonna find something to say. I'm gonna find something because there's some cool things that I want us to witness together. And I want to know if it was a yay or a nay because I feel like it could be a nay, but you know what? We will come to that together. We sure will. So at this point, I'm being totally honest. At this point, I had nothing else to do with the downstairs. I've put in everything I wanted to put in. I was just trying to fill space. I do not like cluttered living areas, like living room, kitchen, dining room, like living space. I don't like them to be cluttered. In real life, in Sims, like it's just something I don't like. Clutter in the bedroom, love it. I think it's beautiful because it's personal and it shows that your house is lived in. I love it. It makes me happy. But I cannot do it in the living room and dining room. Like it's just not my style. I think that's why I revert to a lot of like family home, not even family home, just like a lot of modern pieces because everything's clean in the living spaces. But like family houses, I kind of go all out because normally when I do family houses, I'm just putting a whole bunch of toys. I think my favorite family house that I've ever built in The Sims was the Everybody Loves Raymond house. I did like a complete replica of the house and I had so much fun because it's one of my favorite 90s TV shows and it's so freaking funny. Like that show should not be that funny, but it is. And I did their house and it was so much fun just putting the clutter and the toys everywhere. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out, but it was just so much fun to do. But here, this build is personal for me, and it will be revealed why it's personal later, but I can't talk about it right now, but it is very personal to me, this build. And this room is lovely. Like, it is just full of clutter. And you guys know I try not to use move objects, but I just couldn't help it on this house. So this is a move object-y house. So I would suggest that before you place this lot, that you have your move objects sheet on so you don't lose anything. But I did load it to the gallery and then replace it and nothing disappeared. So that's good. But just saying, just have that on. Another annoying thing that The Sims need to fix is that when I play something, it does not need to delete itself. Because if I want it to delete itself, I would press the sledgehammer and delete it myself. But because I did not do that, it should not go anywhere. Do we hear this, Sims? Do we hear? Because this is an ongoing thing. I don't understand it. But that was just a pink room, very girly. I did make it very personal. Like I said, this build is very personal to me. So if that is not your ish, please feel free to delete it. I would love if somebody downloaded this house and actually converted it back to a retail store. That would be amazing. Like just deleting everything in the inside, but keeping like the windows and doors and everything else. I think that would be amazing. So if you guys are up for a challenge, I would love to see that. I'll be so happy, guys. Oh my gosh. But here is the whole bed situation. So everyone knows that we are all sick of these same 12 beds that don't have any good comforters, and we don't want to put them in the cheap beds because they get sore backs and they get uncomfortable, but they're the only like sleek looking nice ones. We all know the struggle. So what I tried to do was come up with my own kind of bed frame. And what I did was I took some counters, the small ones that would normally go over the refrigerator, and I just made like kind of a headboard and I kind of made some end tables. And then I found a curtain that extends itself, that white modern curtain that comes off of the wall that could be annoying, but it actually worked very well here. And I just covered it up and I kind of made like a headboard. So it's kind of a makeshift bed frame, and I added the dresser on the end just to give it a little bit oomph because the wood wasn't the same matching color. So we just tried really hard and we accented this room with a whole bunch of yellows, and the yellow and black and white is beautiful together and I absolutely love it. I think that room is one of my favorites in the house just because it's something different and the bed looks reasonable. I loved it. I loved it. Upstairs we go with a lighter wood, just something different. I felt like, a department store would not have the same. I don't know. Maybe they would. Would Walmart have the same woods upstairs? Let's think. I don't know. Walmart is Walmart. Walmart's crazy. Have you guys been to Walmart like 2 a.m.? If you have, I'm sorry because it's crazy in there. Like people just act like the world turns off when you like after midnight. You can walk in Walmart wearing anything you want, talking any way you want, acting any way you want, and nobody's gonna record you and put you on the internet. That is a lie, cause I will record you and put you on the internet. people be walking in there with. So I went to Walmart one time, and this lady, she just had like, she looked like she looked like she was stressed. She had a lot of stress going on her life that day. She came in there with like some Cookie Monster pants, and they had a hole in the butt, so her booty was showing. And I was like, ma'am, this is a family store. I know it is 2 a.m. And yes, I was at Walmart at 2 a.m. because I wanted to buy a new comforter because I couldn't sleep that night and my roommate couldn't sleep. So we decided to go to Walmart, and we spent so much money there, and we shouldn't have, but we did, and we spent it, and we still talk about it to this day and get upset because we spent so much money in that Walmart that night. We did not need it. But anyway, this lady's butt was out, and I was like, you need help. Somebody help her, please. And it was just, Walmart's just crazy after hours. It's just really crazy. But guys, we are about to go into the screenshots. I had a little moment. My sister came home. The dog jumped on my laptop. It was a lot. But I thought it was really cute to have those little lily pads on the floor. You guys know I love my plants. But this is the outcome. I love it. I think it looks so retail-y. And I did make this in Magnolia Promenade or Promenade, whatever. Pomegranates. Like, just kidding. And I plan on, if I ever use this house, I plan on keeping it there. I think it would be cool to have it living in the shopping district. But that is the final living room. And it's so small and it's a waste, but hey, loved it. Loved the little step ladders, like the half walls again. That was a lot of fun. I turned those island counters into a bar, so now there's a bar right in the kitchen. Very useful and very handy to have that in the kitchen. Love the ombre wall. I do that a lot when I don't want to use the same color. It's a really fun building tip. That room with the rose petals and it's beautiful. Kind of an ensuite, but a downstairs, not really. Just a little another seating area. The blues really works with the black and white. I love it. This room gives me life. This is the yellow bumblebee. Wow, bumblebee room. Bathrooms I hate making. Like waste. A little office space that can easily be converted into a bedroom, and then the master bedroom with the wardrobe. And that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys so much. It's available on the gallery. Remember to stay beautiful, stay lovely, and have a grand, grand day. Bye, guys.